Another type of function for character string is strlwr, and then I'm going to also use the strupr. Okay, related function is strupr. For strlwr, it means that we're going to lowercase all the values within the string. Strupr means we're going to uppercase or convert it to uppercase all the characters within the string. So let's have two character string. The first one is in lowercase form, and the other one is in uppercase form. So let's say, for example, I have Happy New Year. Let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. So still accepted. Okay. Then I'm going to use the strupr and the strlwr. Strupr should be applied to the value which is in lowercase format because we need to convert the lowercase into an uppercase value. So if I'm going to use strupr and then I'm going to use str1, that means all the values or all the characters within str1 will be capitalized. Then the other one is strlwr parenthesis. This means that I'm going to convert all the characters within the string with lowercase format. And since this is in uppercase, I'm going to convert it in lowercase. I'm going to use str2. Okay, then I'm going to display both. So this is str1 equals. So this one str1 and L. The other one is str2 equals str2 and L. Okay, so let's just copy this one on top. So here, then I'm going to use cout before function str and upr. And then here, after function str and upr. Let's run the code. Let's run the code. Okay, so before the string 1 contains small letters. After the function strlwr, okay, strupr, I mean, the value now of str1 is capitalized. Now, for str2 or string 2, the value is Happy New Year. After the function upr, it actually lowercase the value. So that's actually the strupr and strlwr. Let's have strrev or string reverse. So in this case, all the characters will be reversed when we actually assign it in the string. So let's say, for example, if we assign string 1 as hello, and we use the strrev, it will reverse the value of str1, and that makes ole as the output. So most of the time, string reverse is actually used when we are testing whether the value is palindrome or not palindrome. Okay, so what is palindrome? Palindrome means if the value of the string in the original state, when we reverse the original state, okay, it's still the same thing as the original value, then that is palindrome. But if we reverse the value on the original and it's not already the same as the value of the original, then it is not palindrome. So let's have that example. Okay. So let's say, for example, I want to reverse the value of str1. So I'm going to use str. Let's have cout strrev parentheses, and then we have str1 semicolon. Okay. So if I'm going to run the code, Lauren Fuentes becomes this one. Okay. So we we reverse the value. Okay. Now, as mentioned a while ago, when we say palindrome, palindrome is when the original, when you reverse the original, it's still the same value. For example, we have madam. If we run the code, still madam. Okay? Since the original and the reverse order is the same, that is palindrome. Another example, nasa basan. Let's run the code. So, nasa bayabasan is also the output. That means it is palindrome. So, that is STRREV. So, these are the last functions for character string. We are going to make use of the conversion of character string function. So, let's say, for example, we declare the value as character data type, and that is a string value data type, character string value data type, and we want to convert it into integer or floating point value. So how are we going to do that? So we're going to make use of conversion of string function such as atof. Atof, and then we have also atoy, and then we have also atol. So all of them are just the same, but how are we going to do that? Okay, so let's have an example of that. Let's say, for example, I have already a character string here. So let's say, for example, I already declared this as 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we want to add 1, 2, 3 to, for example, a value. Okay, so let's say, for example, I declare another value here, which is int. Then I have x equals, let's say, for example, 500. Then I still have another declaration, which is convert to num. So I'm going to use convert to num to convert this character 1, 2, 3 and to make it 123, not a string 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So I'm going to make use of that string function. It's either atof is for example, if I have 0.34. So atof means floating point with fractional components. Atoy, here, atoy is to convert the value to an integer value. So how are we going to do that? Again, as mentioned earlier, I have already a declaration of a number which is declared as character data type. I already assigned this 1, 2, 3, and then I want to convert that to an integer data type. So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to use the convert to num equals, then I'm going to use atoy. Atoy is the syntax in converting the character to an integer value. And then I'm going to make use of str1, semicolon. Okay? So in this case, you already converted the value of str1. This becomes now 123. There's no double quotation anymore since we already convert it using the atoy. Now, in this case, I can already display the sum. Okay? For example, sum of, let's have str1 plus x equals, then I can already add the value of x to convert to num. So convert to num plus x and l. So convert to num is already the converted value of this str1, and x is already declared as integer type. But if you're going to take a look at the syntax, we do not actually change really the str1. On this particular portion, if we want to make use of this value as an integer value, we're going to convert it using atoy. Okay? But still, str1 is string, but convert to num, which is 1, 2, 3, is already an integer value. So let's run the code. Sorry, atoy is declared within, I think, cstd. So let's have sharp include cstdlib. Okay. So the sum of 123 plus 500 is equals to 623. So if you're going to take a look at 123, it's actually came from a string value, but it is converted to an integer value using the atoy. And take note, class, if you're going to make use of atoy, make sure that it is declared the header file cstdlib to work the atoy syntax. Okay. Then if you're going to take a look at convert to num, now is not anymore a string, but it's already an integer value 123 plus the value of x is 500. Then if we add the values of 123 plus 500, that becomes 623. So same thing as atof and atol. So that's the end of the character string. So let's proceed to string class now.